Hey guys, I have a couple reasons for making this YouTube video. First and foremost, I recently just passed 100 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos and commenting and liking. It's been awesome. I really appreciate it. I really like doing YouTube videos. I'm glad to see that you guys like me doing them as well. So that's one reason. Thank you guys very much. Another reason is just because I haven't really explained my gear, and you guys have been commenting about asking some questions about my amp and my guitars, and so I just wanted to do a gear video. I mean, a bunch of guys on YouTube do them once in a while, eventually. So just want to do my gear video, show you guys what I got, what I used to recording techniques. I don't know what I do in my basement. Alright, so, it's my favorite guitar. This is a Gibson Les Paul Jr. in Pelham Blue. Bought it brand new from Guitar Center, in December. Got it for my birthday, actually. It's a really nice guitar. P90 sounds awesome. I really like it a lot. It's not going to be the last guitar, definitely, that has P90s in it. I tried them out and I really, really like them. This Pelham Blue, it's a really interesting color. You don't see it on a lot of guitars, but I believe it's a Gibson's color, signature color. So I think it looks really nice. The only thing I did on it is replace the knobs with these. There's more grippy, which I like to turn my volume on and off, and when I'm playing really fast. And the ones that came out were just super slippery, and so I didn't like them very much. So I replaced them with these. Also put strap locks on it, black ones, just because found out those existed after you see my other one. I duct taped it all, so but these rock. I like them a lot. An Ernie Ball strap, it's nice and long. But I'll start off and play a little bit for you guys. I'll go into my amp settings after I'm done playing. Well, actually, might as well do that now, so you guys can get a feel from what I'm doing. What you're hearing in all my videos is this Fender Mustang 3 modeling amp, 100 watts. It's got one speaker, 12 inches. It's just an awesome amp. I mean, it's great for getting your style, figuring out what you want to be, what kind of style you want to have, what kind of sound you want to have, just because it kind of has it all, and you can just select what you want. And so when I first started off, I played on this basic 90s setting, so like in my super old videos, which is kind of like a Mesa Boogie, really heavy, really distorted. But then I just kind of developed an ear for listening to sounds and if I like them or not. And I figured out that I didn't like this one very much, just because it's too gainy. It's really good for like metal and higher gain stuff, but just for my main stuff is a little bit too heavy. And so then I still use it, but I backed the gain off a little bit. So that would have been like my Enema of State full album cover. I had this one, but just with the gain backed off a little bit. Like the American Idiot one was more gainy, the full album cover, and then I backed it off a little bit in like the time period when I did Enema of State. And then so I played that for a while, and then I moved it to the, let's see, which one was it? It was the British 80s, which is like, yeah, you can see that Maz is sexiest, that's what I called it. British 80s setting, which is like a Marshall. I'm guessing like a JC. And I know it's a Marshall. Don't know exactly what kind of Marshall. An 80s Marshall, obviously. But I used this one. I think I had this setting for take off your pants and jacket. Probably a couple covers before that. Just using the sound. It's a lot more clean than the Mesa Boogie sound, the British 90s or the American 90s. So I liked it, and then I discovered the British 70s, and that's what I'm using a lot right now. it sounds really good, honestly, with everything, and it sounds good with all my guitars. The other ones, usually they'd sound good with like either one or two of my guitars. It sound really good, but this one I really like with all my guitars. It just sounds awesome. The settings I have on it are the gain is at about 5, the volume is at 10, trebles at 6.3, mids at 7.3, bass is at 5, and I don't have any reverb. That's at none. And this is I turned the gate off, which means it makes it a little louder, and full pressure 10.0, and it's in a Marshall 4x12 cab. This is all electronic stuff. All this all the amp is mostly all the information comes out of the screen. That you can adjust it just with this knob right here and these screen. And then what's really cool about this amp is you can edit effects. So if I want, I have some effects on here right now. They're just not turned on. But if I wanted to see, it says stomp right here, and it says stomp up here. Doesn't want to focus, but I have a overdrive on it. So if I press this, see it, if you get fuzzy, and it like highlights it. And you can, if you hold this, you can go in. There's all these different effects: overdrive, pedal wah, touch wah, fuzz, touch wah, all this different stuff. And then you can, there's a mod, and so right now, oopsie, let's see, where is it? There it is. Right now I have a sine flanger on it, so you can press it to turn it on, and then hold it to edit. Again, there's all these different effects: triangle flanger, vibratone, vintage tremolo, sine tremolo, all these different effects. And same for delay. Right now I have a stereo echo filter, which is like really Tom DeLonge. It's like, it sounds a lot like stuff that he uses in like Angels in the Airwaves, more like the self-titled album. He uses it a lot, and just sounds really good. Just a delay, it's really slow. So you can have multi-tap delay, ping pong delay. There's a bunch of them. Stereo tape delay, or you can just have none. You can have empty anything if you want to. And I don't have reverb on here just because I don't use it at all. So that's my dirty setting. And for my clean setting, I use a 65 Twin, which sounds awesome. I used it ever since I started making YouTube videos, just because I liked it so much. The settings on it are, the gain's at 5.3, volume 6, treble 6.2, mid 9.4, bass 5.3, and no reverb, even though it's a twin reverb, but it just sounds awesome the way it is. I'll go into that later. Let's see, for other stuff, I'm running it through a 4x12 cab, which is that kind of gets some more bottom end. Sounds a little bit beefier. But I really like it a lot. And all those settings that you see there can be adjusted with these knobs. Like you see, gain, volume, treble, middle, bass, reverb, master volume, and then you can just click save. This amp has 100 presets, so it comes with 100 different ones, and you can either take one and edit it just however you want and then resave it, or you can press it and then switch the amp and just start from scratch pretty much. It's a super awesome amp. If I would have did it again, I would have probably got the Mustang 4, just because there's only, I think it was $100 more, and you got 50 more watts. So if I would have done it again, I would have probably got the Mustang 4, but the Mustang 3 is plenty loud. I have my buddy come over and play drums, and I can definitely keep up with him. And even another guitar player in the room plus drums. I can still definitely be heard in the mix. So now I'll just go through my guitars, play a little bit from each one, show you different sounds. They definitely all sound a little bit different. And I'm glad for that, because I don't really see the point of having two guitars that sound exactly the same. So I'll start off with my Les Paul. My strap ridiculously big, just because it's how I like it. I'm just going to plug it in here. So this would be my dirty setting. gonna show you this thing. It cleans up amazingly. This pickup. Take a little bit. This is without switching the channel. I can turn it down a little bit. Get that nice sound. It sounds just like my clean setting actually. Keep going until it goes all the way off. It cleans up super nicely. Nice and light. And here's actually if I switch channels to that 65 twin, this is what it sounds like. See if I can do this. So there's definitely a little itty bitty grunt there on the clean sound. I don't like it too scratchy, clinky clean, like some there. But I'm really happy with my setting now. I've been working at it for a long time to get it how I like it, and I think I've pretty much got it dialed in. And especially with this guitar, it just cleans up so nicely. Pretty good condition overall. Got a couple nicks right here. One I just banged it on a toolbox, like down there, carelessly. Ouch. It's just a mistake. This one I don't know how it got there. I got some nick right there, a couple nicks, indents. Some scratching back here, which I'm not sure what is from. Cause it's not from my belt, unless I'm playing over here, because my belt's usually over here. But just an awesome guitar. I really like the P90s. Sounds good. I mean, it's a little bit like, it's definitely not a humbucker, so it's not that like grunty and bassy, but for like, I really like it. It sounds awesome. Here's my other Les Paul. This one's an Epiphone, but I'd say it plays equally well, or not even even a little bit better than my Gibson. Sometimes feels like it. Let's see. I'm not sure what year it is. I bought it used, probably almost a year ago. Actually, probably almost a year exactly. It's this really nice paint job. It's got like this little sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but these little dots. I'm not sure what you call it, but just think it looks awesome. Everything is original besides this little plate right here. It's the one I got cracked, and this one's cracked too. I don't know how it keeps cracking. I don't know if I have it on too tight or something, but because I always have it in my case when I put it against the in my stand, so I don't know why it's cracking. But the other thing is got a little, it must have broken sometime back here. And the guy I bought it from says it's professionally repaired, but I've gotten mixed opinions if that's actually a professional repair or not. But I can't feel it at all when I'm playing, so it doesn't bother me too much. It's also this one that has an S before the serial number, which means it was a second. I heard somebody told me, so it was like there was something wrong with it after it left the factory, like even before it hit the stores. So I guess that brings down the value a little bit, but plays awesomely for me. It's got a little nick down here, a little bump down here, but I took the little knob off just because I kept hitting it when I was strumming, and it was so annoying. Otherwise, pretty much stock from there. I'll play a little bit for you. This is the dirty setting with the bridge pickup. For those of you who don't know, that was a solo from Handle This by Sum 41. I'll probably be doing a cover of that pretty soon. Really like that song, and that's probably one of my favorite guitar solos that I've ever heard. It just sounds so, it's very melodic. Anyway, get the point of dirty sound. It's definitely a little bit thicker sounding than the P90, just because it's a humbucker. Here's the clean sound. Alright, here we go. I say it sounds a little bit better than the other one. Maybe a little bit thicker. It sounds more like the recording of the actual song. Nah, maybe not. Neck pickup. My dad hates this song, but I'm gonna try to play it anyway. I think it sounds really good, especially with my amp settings. These pickups definitely do not clean up as well. They don't get as clean. And they're definitely more bassy. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, frets. Alright, here we go. That song needs some work, but yeah, that's the Les Paul. It's also got strap locks, Schaller strap locks. These are in silver, and they need to be tightened, I see. So put that over here. These probably need to be tightened too. Alright, first electric guitar. Last I'm gonna do. First electric guitar I've ever had though. It's just a little Fender Squier that came with the starter pack or whatever, Fender starting pack. Plays super nice actually. I don't play it as much as my other ones, but it feels awesome. I really like it. Obviously it was one color at one time, but I've put a lot of stickers on it. What I do is just I found the sticker paper at Office Depot or Office Max or whatever, and just took images from Google Images and copy pasted them onto a Microsoft Word document, and then printed them off onto the sticker paper and just cut off the sticker paper, and it worked awesomely for $3 or whatever that I paid for the sticker paper. I noticed the black does seem to rub off. Maybe it could be just my printer, but the black rubbed off pretty quickly if you just put your finger on it, and eventually they do rub off. Like this is from where I'm strumming. You can see the gnarly sticker rubbed off a little bit. But I really like this guitar. The volume and tone. I barely use the bridge and neck pickups anyway, so the volume and tone pots are just sitting in there right now. They're somewhere in there. And I just have this one vintage volume knob that I found at my music store that I thought looked kind of cool. The pickup is a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails, so it's basically a humbucker just shrunk down to fit in a single coil Strat space, and it sounds awesome. I really, really like it. Otherwise, if you take some goo, if you're not proud that it's a Squier, you can just take some, I took some Goo Gone and Goof off. You can rub the emblem right off. Worked kind of nicely. And I'll give you a sound test. This one actually, I'd say this is the most distorted pickup I have out of the three. It sounds the fattest. I'll give you a little demo, see what tuning I'm in. Yeah, it wasn't the best guitar playing, but it's a nice guitar. I like it for, yeah, whatever the pack it came in. This racing stripe is just a sticker. I basically just took the sticker paper, and just cut it out and then stuck it on. It's sticking pretty nice actually. Got duct tape, because this is before I knew that strap locks existed, so duct tape's all it's holding on my strap right now. And actually this one's broken underneath here, so it's just duct taped on there. But yeah, I like it a lot. I'll give you some clean demo. not the same without a humbucker. Also wanted to show you guys my foot switches that I have. No pedals, it's all the built-in stuff that I'm using. What I have here is just a 2-button foot switch that came with the Mustang 3, and so I have it as that's the 90. This is my clean, or my dirty over here, and my clean number switches. That's the preset number that's on the amp out of 100. And then this is the 4-button foot switch that I bought separately. It comes with the Mustang 4, but you have to buy it separately if you don't have the Mustang 4. What it does is it has 3 modes, so like each button can do 3 different things. So if you're on the top mode, which is mode 1, this button becomes quick access 1, so it's like the same thing that I have set for here. And quick access 2, so it'll be my clean, and then a third quick access, which is just like some weird delay thing I've set up. If you move it to mode 2, then it's just down. That one's down, this one's up, and this one's bank. So it just goes up by 20. And I think if you click it down one, yeah, then it goes down by 20. And if you go in the third mode, then it accesses, if you remember, those stomp boxes that you can set with your amp. So if I was on this setting, right now I don't have any turned on, but if I play, that's my compressor that I've set over there, but again, it's either compressor or overdrive. Let me check. It is a overdrive that I've set for that one. Then for this, so that's the stomp button. This one is the mod button. So right now I have set for a flanger. Turn it off. And this one I have set for a it's a stereo echo filter, but with a little bit faster delay. And you can combine them too. Sounds like a bit much though, don't you think? And then you can do the same thing for clean. For this one I have an overdrive as well. This one I have a tremolo. This one I have a stereo echo filter, just not as intense. So yeah, they're all customizable. Then these cords just run that way into the back of my amp. There's a slot for a 2-button and a slot for a 4-button. I'll just play along a little bit if you want me to. Well, I suppose you can't tell me, so I'm just gonna play along with it. Regular. I'm not playing well, sitting down today. Flanger. And a delay. So that's cool, I really like that. It's like Angels and Airwaves-ish. And then clean. This is regular clean. Overdrive. that song, and then you go into the regular distortion. Oopsie. So that's the overdrive clean. Not much difference actually, but and that's the regular distortion. We like to clean, this time a tremolo. And if this one's have a little delay, I'm just good for like. Stay together for the kids. Let's see. Whatever, that verse, it sounds really cool too. So that's about it for my electric guitars. I also do have this acoustic guitar that my dad and I bought. It came along with the Les Paul. I do not know much about it at all, honestly. We bought it before I knew much about guitars. And now I know it's a piece of junk, so that's why I don't see me playing it at all. It's called a Skaja, or a Skoja. I read online it was made by some guy named Keith Skoja in Minnesota. That's all I know. If you guys know any information about this guitar, Skoja, the brand, Skaja, whatever, I'd appreciate if you let me know. Just comment or whatever. I say it's so crappy is main reason is because of this action. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we've gone to people to try to get it fixed, but I mean, that's my finger and it can almost fit under there. Literally, like here, for a comparison, there's a peck. Look how much room that's under there. It's ridiculous. And then we've gone to different people to try to get it fixed, and they say the neck's messed up. There's a bump. You can kind of see that right where the pickup goes, right down there, right where the not pickup, right where the neck goes on the body, like right about here. If you look, it's a little bump right there, and so it's messing everybody up. It's a glue bump. And apparently this bump's like it doesn't feel very smooth right here. I'm trying. I don't know. They say it wouldn't be worth the money to put into it. So we just kind of left. It's probably gonna become wall art someday or something. Here's my recording room. Some CDs. Frankenstein, Eddie Van Halen's guitar. Just Jim Root, Jim Marshall poster. Derek Whibley Squire Telecaster. The really sweet looking. Here, let me get up and show you guys. Really sweet looking Gibson Explorer. I'd like to get one of those someday. And Tom DeLonge, my Les Paul that I have. And Dave Grohl signature. I really like that guitar. Like my ultimate hollow body guitar would be like a cross between these two. It'd be this, probably in that color, with the unfinished back neck, with that headstock, and with these in holes. I would like the diamonds. I think they look sweet. We have just one volume knob, those F holes, maybe like Pelham blue, both, and that the out finished back. I think it looks sweet, and those inlays. Those are awesome too. Pictures: Dave Grohl, Billy Joe, Tom DeLonge. Really like that guitar too. Usually must be a special one with a maple neck, because usually there's a rosewood fretboard, and he's got a maple one in this one. So I really like to find a guitar like that or make one someday. Billy Joe, Foo Fighters, Green Day ticket. I went to go see him a couple months or a couple weeks ago. They're absolutely phenomenal. Oh, I love them. It's March 28th actually, more than a couple weeks ago. Billy Joe, Trey Cool, Eddie. Here's my recording room, kind of my band practice room. Usually I'm standing here. That chair will be pulled up over here, and the camera will be sitting on it facing this way. For my first probably 80 videos, I have the music coming out of that, and then me playing along to it, sound coming out of that, and I have the camera pick up both sounds. But I just recently, in the last 3 covers I did, I just listened to the song through headphones and played along with it, and had this camera right here, this little Canon thing, pick up the sound, and then I put it in Windows Movie Maker, and then put the actual song on top of it. So it's the sound that you're hearing from my guitar is coming from this camera. And so I put it on there, and I think it sounds really nice. It sounds a lot better than the stuff I've been doing. Yeah, that's my room. There's a bass in there, but it's not mine yet. I might buy it for $50 or something, but I don't know if I'm gonna get into that or not. CDs, Green Day. Well, stuff. Let's see, we're getting at 40 minutes here, so I'll try to wrap it up. Future, I'm gonna get a stack, half stack. I've been set on I thought I was gonna be a Marshall guy. I thought I was gonna be a Marshall. The previous video cut out, so I'm gonna take this video, put the 2 together, and make 1 video. But like I was saying, I thought I was gonna be a Marshall guy for the longest time. I just really like the tone. I know Green Day's been using Marshalls for forever, and I really like their tones, all of it. Like even their new stuff, which is a little bit less distortion. I think it still sounds sweet. But a couple weeks ago, I went to Guitar Center and played a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, and I really like the sound of that too. Played it with at Guitar Center. I played it with a SG with 2 P90s, and it sounded really awesome. And it has 3 channels. The Marshall I'd be looking at is a DSL 100, which came out fairly recently, and it has 2 channels, but each channel has 2 modes. So it's kind of like a 4-channel amp, except you can only pick 1 channel at a time with the foot switch that they have. But I like the sound of both amps. I'll probably have to do them, like somehow get them played side by side to make a decision, or just do some further research. I don't know. I like the sound of them both. I'm probably gonna end up getting. I can't say because I have no idea. It's gonna be one of those 2. Also, the Mesa Boogie Roadster. I don't know if you guys, Little Red Guitars 2, his channel. He has one. He just got one of those, and I think it sounds awesome. And it's got 4 channels instead of the 3 that the dual rectifier I played had. So that might be kind of nice too. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a stack, half stack eventually, probably end of the year. I think I'm going to think it through though, because I'm going to have it for a long time. It'll probably be a Marshall 1968 cabinet, whether it's a Mesa or a Marshall. Guitars, I got that Les Paul Junior 5 months ago now, and I'm going to be saving up for a new amp, so I'm probably not going to see a new guitar for a while. But I really like the SG. I'll have to make one. I don't know if I want like either a standard with just like the little half pickguard thing like they had in the 60s, or one with P90s. I think I always have to make up my mind to see what I like. I don't have a guitar with a bridge P90 in it, so I might go with the SG just for the sake of variety, or for the SG with P90s for the sake of variety. But I don't know. If I get the hollow body, it'd probably be a Gretsch. Just because they look sweet and I like their mini humbuckers. Without a Bigsby though, not a big fan of those. Or Rickenbacker, I think that's how you say it. I just saw those in one of the new Guitar Center magazines, and I think they look really sweet too. Somebody just dropped something upstairs. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask on anything I've shown you or told you. Question anything I have, really. Anything I've said. But again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys keep watching those videos, I'll keep posting them. I really enjoy doing it. It's great fun. So hope you guys have a nice rest of an evening, morning, supper, lunch, breakfast, afternoon, whatever you are in the day, wherever you are in the day. Hope you have a nice rest of it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day or evening. You get the point. See you later.